What up, random rockers? A day or two late, but and thunder rolls. I still think I sound better than anything All That Remains did. But anyway, that's what we're talking about. Ready Player One. I'm on the side that likes it a lot. Like, I think if you're more, it's not. I don't think you're. I haven't read the book, and maybe that's a good thing going into this movie. Because knowing what you should, the only thing that bums me out figuring out from the spoilers about the book and everything to this is that Sorrento could have been a much better and more interesting villain than just kind of run of the mill, and then he's just kind of meh. Even though he's Avatar in the game looks pretty badass. But for the most part, Ty Sheridan and Olivia Stone, I believe is her name. I'm sorry if I got it wrong on that one, but yeah, they're Stone's Artemis, and we're just gonna go with Z. They call him Z a lot in our main character played by Ty Sheridan's Avatar. But mostly it takes place a lot in the Oasis, and the moment Jump starts this film. Now, I know some people have an issue with Jump, but even so, if you do, just think of what you normally know of Van Halen and that kind of fun vibe that Van Halen likes to bring about within their own music. And that's kind of what, and that's kind of, if that soundtracking choice was perfect to get you into this movie and what you're to expect. And that's Spielberg at his finest. And to hear that this is being based on a book of the same name via Ernest Cline, who actually did the screenplay. And I think because of that, the core foundation of what is the book translated into the film managed to stay in this film for that reason. And it's not so much the corporate greats. I mean, you could surface levels corporate, dealing with whole corporate things, sticking it to the man, but it's also really about something involving how we've become so, that whole thing about our escapism in reality and versus certain other things, that I know the message is there, and it seems to me the best way I can honestly tell you is to go see this film. And in all honesty, this film is worth seeing in a theater, and I'm glad, unlike Pacific Rim Uprising, there were scenes, especially in the ending, that make up for the fights that happened in there. A lot. A lot. And I feel like even if you're not a fan of Ready Player One and you're just going into this movie blind from that book, which is fine because I did too, you've at least had to have played a game once, at least been a casual gamer, if not at least a hardcore gamer once in your life. And if you manage to be more of a casual gamer, here and there, okay. But yeah, you hear the thunder. And no, we're not talking, no, just never mind. The thing about this film is, man, it's a lot of, this is Spielberg for one last go, possibly in his life, giving us something we've missed. A lot of people have been waiting for from him, whether it have been through films like E.T. or having seen films like E.T. or Jurassic Park or even Jaws, or just that certain magic that he had that's been missing. The Untold Adventures of Tintin might have a little bit of that, something like that, but I've yet to see that film, honestly. But I'm told this brings back that classic Spielberg magic, that Jurassic Park, that E.T., just bringing out your inner child kind of thing. Even dare I say Jaws, maybe? I don't know on that, but there's so many things that happen in this plot. I mean, some people say it's lackluster, but for some reason, when they do Easter eggs and they're more upfront and center and involved within the plot of the movie, it's far more rewarding, I guess, than as opposed to having to, because this film, no matter what, this film rewards repeat viewings. And it's worth looking at. I'm trying my best not to spoil this because there's so much in this that happens. In fact, there's also, the thing is, you need to know is the second key, what happens in their journey. The whole thing is it feels like a real event. It's an adventure. That I also forgot to mention Indiana Jones. If you've enjoyed what Spielberg brought to us through Indiana Jones, and if you're, and all these Star Wars fans here have been bitching about not getting what they wanted out of Star Wars, that kind of feeling, I feel like this film should do that for you. I really do. Even I felt that some of that slight thing that was missing, this film does. This film caters to all generations. That's the thing that I think where this differentiates from the book, because the book is very more 80s, from what I hear, is more 80s centric. This one still kind of does, but it's able to branch out into 90s and up until now, especially with all the references that come out. And you get your own little Easter eggs here and there with that kind of stuff. I mean, it's it's wonderful. It's in spite of what some people say, the plot being lackluster and stuff, I don't fully agree with that necessarily. But yeah, you might have just seen the lightning. I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, just go into this movie. Hopefully Jump gets you going, you know. If there's anything, it would be before the big battle that is teased in the trailers. But they show you very little of it, though. They don't give you the Tom Sawyer boombox idea thing that might have been in the trailer. Like, I would have liked that instead of the choice of Twisted Sister. We're not going to take it. It's a nitpick. It's not really anything spoiler-ish. And Mark Rylance, but the thing that mostly steals the movie, performance-wise, is Mark Rylance as James Holliday. You don't think that at first from the trailers, but they hid all the best parts were the rest of the movie that was not shown in the trailer. They hid that. Like, that's what makes it is wonderful. And apparently, or at least a lot better and more interesting than what the book gives you. And apparently the book has a bigger scope of things than the movie itself, which is kind of just stuck in Ohio. At least this is what I've been told and what I've heard. So, yes, overall, as far as I'm concerned, Ready Player One is going to more than likely, given what little I'll probably see this year, I don't know what will happen, but will more than likely at least make my top 5. If not top 10. Because right now, it seems Black Panther still has it at number 1. I would like to put this at number 1, but I see enough of its flaws to keep it from doing that. And plus with the Infinity War and Deadpool and maybe Solo around the corner, I'm kind of debating on that myself. But with those films around the corner, it's going to be, more than likely they'll just probably make top 5 for me in terms of films this year. Because this film rocks. Spielberg, for one last time, gives us what we've missed about him, of that classic Spielberg during his prime. I really hope I'm hearing there is a Ready Player 2 book in the works, and potentially a possibility that there might be a Ready Player 2 follow-up film, depending on if they decide to have the book finished first before that. But knowing right now full well, Ready Player 2 may not live up to, especially in film-wise, or even the book maybe, may not actually wind up living up to what we got here. And I feel like, given what mixed bag we've already heard from this one, yeah, it's not going to go over super well, I don't think. So yeah. I overall enjoyed this. I'm not sure if God did. He seems, or Yahweh, or whatever you think. Wherever, or maybe Thor. I'm not sure anymore. By Odin's beard. But anyway, what did you guys think? What did you guys think of it? I decided not to do spoilers, so don't worry about that. There's not much. I'm actually want to let you guys experience it for yourself, and in 3D actually, or maybe possibly in IMAX. It's one of those types of films that's meant to be seen in theaters that way. And at least at first viewing, and then if you have to save your money and wait to watch it when it comes out on Blu-ray or digital download or whatever, however you get it, or Netflix, blah 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 blah, get it. Then that way you can focus less on what's already been going on with the plot and more on the little Easter egg stuff. And it's funny how this happened on Easter Triduum weekend. All about an Easter egg. So as we're coming up with an actual Easter-based film, we had to come up with a movie involving the main plot going after an Easter egg. So that's just funny to me. So, in an ironic way. So, yeah. Who'd thunk it? But once again, what did you guys think? Leave a comment below, let me know. Rock that like button with thrust if you must. Please check out my Facebook, which is also in the description. If you can hear me over that lightning, I'm hoping it doesn't affect me from trying to upload this, because I thought it's just gonna piss me off. Alright. And as always, guys, keep it random, keep it real, keep it rocking. I'll see you in the next video. Which will probably be the thus far album of the year until a certain something comes out this Friday, which might be, from what I'm hearing. I could be wrong, but we'll see. In terms of metal, at least, because I'm hearing it's a little more metal, that one record. But you'll know what I mean when those reviews come out. And then I don't know about movies that come out yet. At this point, I'm waiting for Infinity War. So, I may just see Ready Player 1 again. Who knows what happens? We'll see. Just, alright. Once again, keep it random, keep it real, keep it rocking. Take care, y'all.